welcome back. Now, today I wanted to answer a question that I get asked a lot, and particularly more recently, as the property market is the hottest it's been in like over 30 years. One of the questions that I get asked on a regular basis is, should I buy a house or should I buy an apartment? And I'm going to give you the answer because I know it all. No, I'm only kidding. I don't know it all. I do definitely don't know it all. But I do know some things. And my answer to this is, drumroll please, neither of them. That's right, neither of them. But let me be more specific about that. It's just that you shouldn't be deciding whether to buy a house or an apartment up front. What you should be deciding is you should be deciding that you want to buy something that is going to get you ahead, something that's got the best potential to make you a profit. And to do that, it's not a decision on a house or apartment first. First, you have to actually have a strategy around that. And the strategy that I recommend is that you understand the area. You understand the areas and statistics. But actually, let me backtrack that a little bit further. What we need to do is we need to understand where you sit, where your affordability sits. And once you understand where your affordability sits, you can do that, by the way, by talking to finance professionals. And I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. But once you've worked out where your affordability sits, how much you can afford to borrow, how much capital you can afford to put in or you want to put in, and what your overall budget is, then that can determine what areas are within your affordability. Once we understand that, we should then make sure that the area fits a specific criteria. Now, today is not where I'm going to talk about all the specifics of the criteria that work out whether or not that's the best area. But what I will say is there are certain fundamentals you need to make sure and review. You need to make sure that the area is strong economically, that it's set up for growth, that it is in demand and it has population growth in particular. And you also want to understand the demographics of the area. You want to make sure that the infrastructure is right for the area, and you want to make sure that the rental income is strong for that area. So there's a specific, what I call funnel, that allows you to understand if that area it meets criteria, because if it meets the criteria, then it's likely you're investing in an area that is more likely to grow and progress in the short to medium term, as well as the long term, obviously. Okay, but the specific thing I want to say before you decide whether you're going to buy a house or an apartment is we need to look in particular about the demographics of that specific area. And instead of, deciding, I really want that big plot of land, well, for an investment point of view, what we need to work out is what's in demand, and that is determined by the demographics. So who lives in that area, how big are the average household sizes of the area, and what are most people living in? Now, if the average household size of that particular area is, 2 people or slightly over 2 people and under, then it's likely that smaller dwellings, such as apartments, would be more in demand for that area. If the average household size for that particular area is 3 or more people, then they're likely to want larger style dwellings, such as houses or townhouses. And your choice should be determined on that particular factor. Now, what I would like to finish with, though, is that you should never really make a decision based on one piece of information. You need to take all the data into account, but this is a quick thing to help you and guide you to, and it's not even to guide you to help you decide whether to buy a house or apartment. Really, it's to guide you to make sure that you are not deciding on a house or apartment before checking the demographics and the other specifics of the area. And those are the specifics that should help you determine the right investment for you. I hope all that makes sense. If you have any questions, make sure that you type them in, or if you have any comments, make sure you type them in the comments box down below. If you enjoy this information, and you would like more, please make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the little bell icon, because that'll let you know when I'm sending through more videos. And in particular, those videos could be answering your questions. I really look forward to hearing from you. Mwah.